Hello everyone and welcome to our latest Back to Business video. I'm Nate Went with the St. Charles Business Alliance, joined here with Katie Miller from the St. Charles Park District. Katie, thank you very much for taking time for joining us on the show today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we'll appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to join us. So we want to talk about some of the amazing things that you guys are starting to get back into business with over at the St. Charles Park District. So let's start with the first one because I saw it come through my email this morning. Let's talk about the drive-in concerts.
Yes. So our drive-in concerts, it's basically a concept that came about as we were trying to figure out a way to still do our normal concert in the park series that so many people have come to know and love as a summer staple. And normally what that looks like is downtown Lincoln Park, hundreds of people, a packed dance floor, and obviously we knew we couldn't do that same format. So the idea of a drive-in, which has seemed to kind of take off in other arenas, drive-in movies and such. So it'll be a drive-in format at the James O'Brien Park. It'll be right in the Otter Cove parking lot, if you're familiar with that area.
Yes.
So we have about 140 spaces. People will get 2 spots, so one for their vehicle and one to kind of spread out. Welcome to bring chairs, blankets, all that kind of stuff. And then they'll be comfortably spaced in their own, area.
Right.
Thought that would kind of be a good compromise. Reservations are online. I think I had mentioned there's 140 reservations per night. Mm-hmm. So our first one kicks off this Thursday, and parking opens at 6. So people can get there early and kind of park ahead of time.
And it's completely free to go, reservation and such to get in there?
So it's $5 a car.
Okay.
And we figured that that would just be a great way to make it reasonable for families, but still kind of account for the ticketing reservation side.
Right.
Another thing I didn't mention is we partnered with Charlie Fox's, so they're going to be on site selling pizza and beverages too. So
nice. Okay. Yeah, their pizza is phenomenal. So yeah, really good call.
Yeah. So we're excited.
Okay. Well, that sounds like it's going to be amazing, and hopefully, the weather stays good for this Thursday and for future ones. So it looks like, the weather's been pretty accommodating this whole summer. Yes. So, but let's talk into some other things that you guys are doing as well. Let's talk about the Riverboats. I know those are starting to open back up again. So, tell us about, what time those will be running, how can people reserve and such like that.
Okay. So Riverboats opened July 1st. So we started cruising 7 days a week. During the weekday, we cruise a public cruise at 1:30. And then on the weekends, we have 3 different cruises that go out at 1:30, 2:45, and 4. We're also making available private charters for up to 46 people. So right now we're running the boats at half capacity. So that's kind of where that number comes in.
Okay.
Guests can bring food and beverages aboard. And then as far as events that we have coming up, we have some cool things back by popular demand. You might have seen last year our Friday night sunset cruises for 21 and up.
Right.
They're popular, so those are coming back.
Oh, good.
We also have a history happy hour with the St. Charles History Museum, and we have a birding on the boat with Pam Otto, who a lot of people.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Those are great. That sounds great. Do people have to wear masks or anything for those rides, or what's kind of the health standards for people?
So we do ask that people wear face coverings when they're boarding the boat, and then also when they're on the cruise, unless you can. We do have the upper deck, which is up on the top, if people can provide that 6 feet physical distancing, but we are encouraging face coverings.
Okay. And you said, are reservations required, or can people show up, or just?
We do have reservations available for that. STCriverboats.com is the website, and you can get the day of, even as you're driving in, but we do have that online ticketing available, so that makes it nice and easy.
All right. Perfect. And lastly, we want to talk about, with the other facilities opening up with like Swanson
Yes,
Pool, Otter
yes,
Cove. I know, especially with how hot it's been this summer so far, like especially I think it was like
yes.
a week or two ago. Like, tell us a little about those opening up and how
Sure.
people can go get their swim on.
Okay. Yeah, we were very unsure for a lot of the summer whether things were going to be opening back up or not, but Swanson Pool opened on July 1st,
Okay.
so the beginning of the month. And the way we have it set up is there are 3 different shifts at 2.5 hours each. So 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 5 o'clock. And each pool, if you're familiar with Swanson, there's a small pool and the large pool is
Right.
capped at 50. So
Okay.
there's plenty of space for people to feel comfortable. Tickets are online for that, or reservations, I should say, are required for that. It's been very popular. So residents have up to 3 days in advance to reserve, and non-residents have 2 days in advance. And then also Otter Cove, we weren't able to open our full operation out there, but we were able to offer or open up the splash pad. So the splash pad at Otter Cove also opened July 1st, and kind of same format, reservations are required ahead of time. So far it's going well. I think
Good.
I'm excited to be back doing something. So
Yeah, at least be able to go outside and swim, cool off for a little bit. So.
yes, yes.
Okay.
And then I
And
didn't
so,
mention mini golf.
yeah, I saw that open up too.
Open.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually one of our first facilities to open back up. So we opened mini golf back in June.
Okay.
It's just a different layout, so it kind of allows for the physical distancing naturally. So we're open down there 11 to 9 daily. And then we also have the pedal wheel boats and the
Okay.
kayaks that are available down there. So those are rentals that you can kind of cruise the fox on.
Yeah, perfect. Especially with social distancing, those sounds like amazing
Yeah,
activities.
yeah.
Be out, be active. And what times can people rent out the paddle boats and the kayaks?
Sure. So those are available daily, 11 a.m. to 6, and it's an hour
Okay.
rental, $19 an hour.
Okay.
So,
Very good. Well,
yeah.
yeah. And last question: are there any classes or summer camps going on, and what should people know about those?
Sure. Yeah, that was another one that just within the last several weeks came back online. So down at Potawatomi, we are running a modified Potawatomi camp. So the yellow t-shirts camp that everybody kind of is familiar with, we have a weekly option available now. In the past, you could pick and choose your days, but for consistency's sake, this year we're offering a Monday through Friday camp weekly, and that runs 8:30 to 5 daily. We have the campers in small groups of up to 10 with 2 counselors, and our camp staff have been rocking it. They have been so
Good.
creative with the different games and pool noodle tag and yoga, water mania. So we're just so proud that we've been able to get something up and running in a safe way. And then also over at Hickory Knolls, we do have some nature camps available. So those are half day and follow the same Monday through Friday format.
Okay. Yeah, and huge kudos to you guys for getting those up and running. I know people
Thank
were very much
you.
missing them, and so for you guys to do them in a
Yes.
safe manner, like huge applause to you guys. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. We were missing them too. So we were super happy to be able to see people again.
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, Katie, that wraps up all the questions we have for you. Is there
Great.
anything else that you'd like to say to the St. Charles community before we wrap up here?
I would just say thank you so much for the continued support and the community's patience as we kind of figured out a new way to do things in a safe way. So we're just so happy to be able to see people again in person. We've been doing some virtual stuff while we've been on lockdown, but we're just so happy to be back, and we look forward to continuing to provide fun for you and your families.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you again, Katie, for taking time to
Yes.
join us today. We're super excited to see all the great things that the Park District has reopened. So, if anyone wants to find more information about that, where are some places that they can find that?
So probably the best spot is our website, stcparks.org, and we also are very active on Facebook and Instagram. So those are great ways to follow us too, kind of for daily updates.
All right. Perfect. Well, that wraps up our back to business video here. So again, make sure if you guys can go check out the amazing things that the Park District has. So with that, we hope everyone has a great day. Stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.